Okay, you guys, so we're at Marigold in Minneapolis, which I'm so excited about because I've announced previously that on May 1st of 2023, I decided to drink no alcohol for 1 year. And I was inspired to do this by a lot of people in the biohacking, low-carb lifestyle and health space taking on a challenge like this. So I'm doing it now. So when I found out about this place, which is a non-alcoholic liquor store with a bunch of fun NA drinks, I thought I have to come here and I've got to show you guys what options are if you are interested in living a NA lifestyle. So I'm going to check these things out and we're going to look at all the different categories and show you what I find. So this is wine adjacent, adaptogens, spirits, mixers, and oh my God.
Yeah.
How fun. Okay. Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Okay, so the first thing I noticed when I walked in is that they have all these different sections. So they've got a wine and wine adjacent section. Again, this is all NA, so there's no alcohol in these, but these are like wines and like champagnes and that kind of thing. And so I'm gonna look at those and see, can I find things that have low sugar? Can I find things that are low carb? And I've already talked to the owner and she mentioned that there are a number of options. In fact, there's more options on low sugar, low carb end of the spectrum than on the high sugar, which is so fun.
I would say that 90% of this lifestyle is no sugar, low carb because we are all sick of having only that as an option.
Oh, I'm obsessed.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
So one of the things I wanted to look at is she mentioned this NON, which is a non-alcoholic wine. So the ingredients are whole raspberries, chamomile verjuice, Murray River salt, which sounds so amazing. So when you look at what the ingredients are in a serving, which is 5 fluid ounces, obviously there's no fat, obviously there's no protein, and what I was looking for was the carbohydrate. So it's only 8 in a 5-ounce glass, which to be perfectly honest, if I'm looking at a glass of wine, that might be somewhere between 2 and 5, depending on what the wine is. It could be even higher if it's a more sugary wine. But this is fantastic. So the whole entire container obviously has more carbohydrates than that. But it's only 37 calories and only 8 carbs. I'm really excited to try this one. This looks like a really fancy rosé. They've got some sparkling teas, which have jasmine, white tea, and Darjeeling. And this only has 5 carbs in a serving. So this is another one. This is water, black tea, white tea, green tea, herbal leaves, grape musk, lemon juice, and the natural aromas. Then they add CO2. And this is all organic. Okay, so I also love that they have such high quality ingredients in here. Those are just 2 random ones I picked off the shelf. I want to see what these cans are because these look a little interesting to me. So this says Ruby non-alcoholic and it says the non-alcoholic sparkler for any celebration. And they've got the ingredients are water, Chardonnay verjuice, organic cherry juice, organic decaffeinated green tea extract, organic apple extract, decaffeinated, but oh my God, this is incredible. And this is 33 calories for this can, which is 5 ounces, and only 5 carbohydrates. So this would be another fantastic option. There's a Pinot Noir. Oh, I haven't seen a red yet. So this is a Pinot Noir that's alcohol-free, and this only has 5 carbs. A fourth of this pint, so there's 6 glasses in this, says it's only about 20 calories. And what's in here, let me see where I can find the ingredients, because I'm like, how do you make a Pinot Noir? Okay, so the ingredients are they use de-alcoholized wine. It does have some sucrose, which is a sugar sweetener that I don't typically recommend, and then carbon dioxide. So they're de-alcoholizing some of this wine, which is so interesting. I think I want to look at some of the other things, which are the adaptogen drinks, which I've never had an adaptogen drink before. So it's a caffeinated sparkling water with adaptogens, antioxidants, and super herbs. So this has 12 carbs, and 1 can is 25 calories. But it's organic lime juice, organic orange juice, organic erythritol. So they're using a non-caloric sweetener, organic mango puree. I mean, this stuff is fantastic, you guys. GHIA. I'm gonna guess this one is going to have almost like a margarita taste to it. Now, I haven't tried it yet. I could stand here and just start opening a bunch of the cans. So 8 ounces of this is 50 calories. So this has a little more. This has 12 carbs. You know, if you're having this with a meal, this is a bunch of juice concentrates and essential oil extracts. And then sea salt. This is so cool. I'm just kind of mind blown. So there's something called 3 Spirit. So it's got 3 different things. One's called Social Elixir, one's Leavener, and one's Nightcap. I'm gonna look at the Energizing Fierce Fiery because that's probably most like me. So we'll see what that one says. And it is 10 carbs in a serving, 40 calories. It's vegan, it's gluten-free, and it has vibrant berries, aromatics. Interesting, so it's got some caffeine in this one. So it's got some sugar, but it's got watermelon concentrate, pomegranate molasses, and then a bunch of botanical extracts with some apple cider vinegar, black carrot concentrate. This is so fun. Oh, there's so many things that I want to try. It's like the raspberry lime ginger beer. It's 0% alcohol. This one does have more sugar. Okay, so this is not something I would do simply because it's got 23 carbs and 20 grams of sugar. So the ingredients are carbonated water, and then it's cane sugar, and then lime juice concentrate. So this would be one I would skip. I would get something that has more like sweeteners from juice extracts, or when they use things like erythritol, or maybe even I'll find some with stevia, other non-caloric sweeteners. Those would be the routes that I would be looking for. I've seen some NA drinks that have monk fruit in them as well. That would be amazing, but I'm not going to get something that has a bunch of cane sugar, because then that's going to spike my blood sugar, which I don't want. Okay, so this is a replacement for spirits. So this would be instead of vodka, instead of tequila, instead of whiskey. Okay, so this is gin, tequila, whiskey, and rum. So let's just look at the tequila, because I want to see what a 0 proof tequila. This is called Ritual. So it says blue agave flower, Mexican lime, tropical guava, cracked sea salt, and charred oak. And then it describes it as mesquite smoke, black peppercorn, capsicum, I can never pronounce that, fruit, prickly ash, and green bell pepper. Oh, this only has 1 carb and 0 calories. Wow. So the ingredients are filtered water, natural flavors. It does have a little bit of cane sugar, but a very small amount since it's only got 1 carb. And then citric acid, xanthan gum, salt, etc. This would be interesting to try. This branding caught my eye of this particular spirit called Abstinence. So this says Cape Floral, produced and bottled in South Africa. So this again is a non-alcoholic spirit. And this has 0 fat, 0 carbohydrates. Interesting, just a tiny bit of energy. So the only thing in here is juniper, rose, geranium, angelica root, coriander, and lemon. This sounds really interesting. I would absolutely try this with some kind of soda, or even some kind of like a Zevia drink, or something else that had a little bit of sweetness, because I think this would be an awesome mixer to have. And you could even have this out at a party and be serving people NA drinks if they wanted, and no one who's drinking alcohol has to even know or ask what other people are doing. Oh, mezcal. So I'm a big mezcal girl, so the 0 alcohol mezcal is very interesting to me, because if I was to drink alcohol, that would be one of my spirits of choice. But this is 0 calories, 0 fat, 0 carbs, 0 protein, which is incredible how they're able to do this with mezcal. So let's see what's in it, because the brand is Monday, which I love that idea. It's called Drink Monday Inc., which is so fun. Natural spring water, natural flavor, citric acid, sodium citrate, and sodium benzoate. Wow. I'm very curious about how that tastes. And for all of those people who are going to say, well, no to natural flavors, here's what I'll tell you. I'll take a natural flavor in something like this over the toxicity of regular alcohol any day of the week. So I get that natural flavors can be a very controversial ingredient, but if you're comparing this to like an actual alcohol, this would get my vote every time. So this just caught my eye because it's calling itself a non-alcoholic absinthe. Now, anyone who knows what absinthe is, it's like the most potent form of alcohol that you can drink. But this has 0 fat, 0 protein, 2 carbs only, and 10 calories in an ounce. And the ingredients, it does have some glucose syrup, so it's primarily sugar. But the whole entire point, this comes from Australia, is so that you can enjoy something that looks like alcohol that isn't. So I'm guessing this is a little bit sweet, but it really is low carbohydrate for the fact that there is sugar in it. So they must distill some of that out. I will say, now that I'm looking at the ingredients, you guys, this one I would not do. And the reason I say that is it's got F, D, and C blue #1. So we're not going to do anything that has food dyes, so that would be a no. What I always tell people, you guys, is look at the labels carefully. Why? Because I saw 11 carbohydrates and I was like, okay, well, 11 carbs for this whole can, not too bad. But then I looked and there's 2 servings in here. So that means it's 22 carbohydrates in a can. So look out for that when you're looking at ingredients and reading labels. We want to make sure we know the servings. So I just spent a little bit of time looking at the NA beer, and it was because I'm just curious about this, because, you know, most of us are aware of things like O'Doul's or a few other NA beers that you can find in a liquor store, but this is a huge selection of a bunch of different stuff. So I'm just going to show you, for example, there's this Best Day Brewing, which is an IPA, but it's a non-alcoholic IPA. So of course, because this is going to be beer-like, it's going to have ingredients that are going to give us a little more calories than some of the other stuff. So this calories is 53 in the can, but the carbohydrates are 11. And that's because the ingredients are water, barley, hops, yeast. Near beer contains less than 0.5% alcohol. So it's hops, barley, and yeast. So it will have a little bit of caloric content, obviously, but for someone who really, really would like to have an IPA, that's an awesome option. This is a juicy IPA, and it has 12 grams of carbs and 55 calories per can, and it's only 5 grams of sugar. We don't want to substitute, even though alcohol is obviously a major toxin, we don't want to substitute alcohol for loads and loads of sugar. Imagine if you had 3 of these, this would be like a complete blood sugar bomb, which we don't want. So pay attention to labels, go for things that are either sugar-free, sweetened with monk fruit, sweetened with stevia, maybe some erythritol, and you can still enjoy your NA drinks as if you were having alcohol. I'm gonna get this, and I might do this one. I can't believe you're saying that. I literally say that to clients all the time.
Yeah.
I go, we used to smoke on planes, we used to smoke in offices. Yeah. I go, we'll be talking about it exactly like we talked about cigarettes. Exactly. I say it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try both of these, yeah.
Oh, favorites?
I'm so excited. It just, the bottle got me, I'm in flowers.
Yeah, this is my number one. I will only have
I love it. Really?
Yeah.
And then you told me about that one, which I thought sounded so good. Okay guys, I just picked up a couple of bottles of NA liquor. I mean, it's not really liquor, an NA wine and an NA liquor at Marigold. So this store is unbelievable. I had never been in here. The owners are amazing. And the branding on this NA movement is so cool. So what I got was an NA wine. So this is Non, it's called, and she really likes this one, so she recommended this. So I'm super excited about it. And then another one, which is called Abstinence, and it's a floral, and so I'm super excited about it. So this movement is a big deal. I'm doing this for a year. I'm really excited to have options that I can take to parties, that I can talk about with friends, and just how to integrate non-alcoholic drinking into my lifestyle. I'm very excited about it. So the owners of this are cool. She just mentioned they're opening a second location in the Twin Cities, and I can't wait to go check that one out too. And if you liked this video, I know this is annoying for me to ask, but I would love for you to like it. Comment below if you found this helpful. If you want to follow my page, please do so. We're gonna put out more content like this of value for you guys, and so I appreciate you coming along on my page. Thanks so much.